Yes, welcome back to Power Systems 2 online series. And the previous session, previous class, we solved some problem regarding to nominal T method. That is, we are in the estimation of the performance of a medium transmission line. Estimation of the performance of medium transmission line. That is, a medium transmission line can be analyzed, or the performance of the medium transmission line can be found by using three methods. What are those three methods? Those are, the first one is one end condenser model, that is end condenser model. So we consider the entire effect of the capacitor only present at receiving end alone. Next, second one is nominal T method. That is, we assume that the entire capacitor is the effect of entire capacitor is located in the midpoint of the transmission line. And the third one is nominal pi method. Nominal pi method, in the sense, here we assume the entire capacitance of the transmission line is divided into two halves, such that one half is near to the sending end and another half is near to the receiving end. Okay, now let us we see the circuit diagram, phasor diagram, and equations required, and then we solve the problem. Okay, that is today topic. Let's keep studying nominal pi method. Nominal pi method. Nominal pi method. So here also the transmission line is there, therefore line parameters are resistance, inductance, and the capacitance of the line is divided into two halves, and one half is placed at the sending end and other half is placed at receiving end. That is, one half is placed this is one half at sending end, and here it is one more half at receiving end. So at receiving end, usually we connect the load. This is load, and voltage across load is VR. Voltage across load is VR. Okay, so here this value is C by 2. This is also C by 2. C by 2, C by 2. And here we may have sending end voltage Vs. The current delivered by the Vs is Is. Next, here this is VR. Current towards the load, current drawn by the load is, let it be, IR. The current flowing through the receiving end half capacitance, receiving end half capacitance, let it be IC1. IC1. Next, let it be, this value is R, and here this value is line reactor, and the current here is, let it be, IL. Let it be IL. Now let us we assume the current flowing through the C by 2, sending end half capacitance, is IC2. IC2. So now the diagram is very simple. I hope you can understand what are the equations we require. Yes, the first one is, I need to find the value of Vs. How you find Vs? Vs is voltage across capacitance, that is this capacitance only. Voltage across that capacitance only. So now how you write the equation for Vs? That is Vs is equal to this voltage, that is Vr, plus IL into R plus J into omega L, because the voltage of this one is equal to this voltage plus this one, voltage plus that one. Okay, and the next one is I don't know what is sending end current. Sending end current is equal to Is is equal to, if you apply the KCL at node 1, let it be this is node 1, this is node 2. Apply the KCL at node 1, Is is equal to IC2 plus IL. And we don't know what is IL. IL is equal to, you apply KCL at node 2, you may get the equation for IL. IL is equal to IR plus IC1. IR plus IC1. So these are the expressions orally. So now let us we see in detail about the equations. Yeah, the first one is by applying KCL at node 2, you may get yes. Okay. Next, second one is IC2. Next, third equation is VR plus IL into Z. Okay. Now, what about IC1 and IC2? Where IC1 is equal to IC1 is current flowing through receiving end half capacitance, which is J omega C into VR. J omega C into VR. And similarly, what is IC2? J omega C into Vs. It is not C, it is C by 2. C by 2. C by 2 into Vs. Yes, these are the equations. Yes, these are the equations we have. So now let us draw the phasor diagram. Yes, the first one is, let me take VR as reference. VR as reference. VR as reference. Next, yes, let me draw some length line, some more length. This is VR. Next, now let me draw the current IR. IR will be lags the VR by pi. IR lags the VR by pi. That is the load current lags the load voltage by pi. And next one is IC1. Yes, what is IC1? IC1 is the current passing through the capacitor. So that is which makes 90 degrees from IR. This is IC1. Now we know IR plus IC1 is, this is IL. That is IL. Now again IC2 I need to draw. How IC2? IC2 also current flowing through capacitor, so which makes 90 degrees from IL. This is IC2. Now IL plus IC2 is, this is IS. IS. So what is VS? VS is equal to VR plus IL into, tell me, IL into Z. That is, IL is like this. So let me draw the parallel line for IL. It is like this. Okay, this is IL into R, resistive drop. The reactive drop is perpendicular to the resistive drop. IL into X. This is VS. That is VS. So now we have VS. Okay. So what is pi s? The angle between VS and IS is pi s. Angle between VS and IS is pi s. Yes. Now you write down one problem. Yes, as usual, the output power we know. We will give the losses we can find, that is IL square into RL. If it is 3 phase, 3 IL square into RL. Okay, regulation also we can find. Let's write on the problem. Yes, we have written. I think already we have solved this problem for nominal T. Let us we solve the same problem for nominal pi. A 3 phase 50H 150 kilometer 150 kilometer line has a resistance inductive reactance and capacitive shunt admittance of 0.1 ohm, 0.5 ohms and 3 into 10 power minus 6 Siemens, 3 into 10 power minus 6 Siemens per kilometer per phase, per kilometer per phase. If the line delivers 50 megawatts at 110 kilovolts and 0.8 power factor lagging. Determine the sending end voltage and current by using nominal pi method. by using nominal pi method. Okay. So first you draw the circuit diagram. Draw the circuit. That's how the circuit. Resistor, inductor, this is load, C by 2, C by 2. Here it is IC1, this is IR, and here it is IL, this is IC2, Vs. This current is Is. That current is Is. Okay, now all of you draw this circuit. Yes. Is it over? Yes. Then, first of all, let us see what he has given. He has given the value of resistance. Resistance per kilometer per phase. It is 3 phase. So therefore, what we can find? For 3 phase resistance, let us find. That is resistance is equal to, for entire length of the transmission line, the resistance per phase of the conductor is, how much he has given? 0.1 into the total length of the transmission line is 150. Therefore, how much this value? 15 ohms. 15 ohms. Next, reactance per phase. Reactance per phase. This value is 0.5 into 150. Then how much it is? I think 75. Huh? $75 or 7.5? 75 ohms. Yes, next. See, admittance he has given. Why in the sense? Omega C value he has given. What is that value? 3 into 10 power minus 6 into 150 kilometers to 150 kilometers. Then how much this value? 45 into 10 power minus 5 Siemens or Mohs. Siemens or Mohs. Okay, then what is the output power? PR is equal to, I think, 50 megawatts. This is equal to 3 into VR IR. This is VR phase, IR cos pi r. Okay. Therefore, what is IR? PR divided by 3 into VR phase cos pi r. Cos pi r. Now what is VR phase? What is the phase value of receiving end voltage? VR is equal to, how much voltage he has? 110 kilovolts. 110 into 10 cube divided by root 3. 110 into 10 cube divided by root 3. This value is around how much? 63.508 kilovolts. 63.508 kilovolts. 63.508 kilovolts. So now let me substitute these values and let me find the value of receiving end current. IR is equal to PR by 3 into, yes, what is PR? What is PR? 50 into 10 power 6 by 3 into 110 into 10 cube by root 3 into, yes, what is how much power factor? 0.8. Therefore receiving end current is, calculate this value, how much you are getting? This is around 328 amperes. 328 amperes. Okay. Now what is IR phase? 328 into cos pi r minus j into sin pi r. Yes, cos pi r value is 0.8. And if cos pi r is 0.8, what the value, which is the value he has given, and sin pi r is 0.6. So hence the value of IR is equal to 328 0.8 minus j 0.6. 0.8 minus j 0.6. Then if you multiply this, you may get the value. Just to multiply, how much you get? What is the real part of IR? This is around 262.4 minus j 196.8. Okay. Yes. Then what is IC1? Current flowing through capacitor 1. IC1 is equal, what is equation? J omega C into VR. J omega C by 2 into VR. Then what is this value? Omega C already has given, that is 45 into 10 power minus 5. IC1 is equal to C1 is equal to 63,508 into J into 45 into 10 power minus 5 divided by 2. Then how much this value? this is around j power j 14.3. 14.3. This is equation for IC1. Okay, now let me find IL. What is IL? IL is equal to IR plus IC1. IR plus IC1. Now you have the value of IR as well as IC1 also. IR and IC1 also. Now you substitute those two values in this equation and find out the value of line current. IL is equal to IR is 262.4 minus J 196.8 and plus IC1. IC1 is plus J 14.3. 14.3. So if IL is like this, you simplify this, you will get there is no change in real term. Minus 1 J 182.5 J 182.5. This is the value of IL. Okay, now we can find the value of sending end voltage. Yes, what is sending end voltage? Vs is equal to VR plus IL into Z. VR plus IL into Z. That's where Z is R plus J into XL. Okay, now let me substitute this value. VR is 63,508 plus IL is 262.4 minus J 182.5 into 15 plus J 75. 15 plus J 75. 15 plus J 75. And if you multiply this, you will get 63,508 plus 3936 plus J 19680 minus J 2737.5 plus 13,687. 13,687. Now if you separate real terms and imaginary terms, and first let us we add the real term. This is one real term, real term, real term. Okay, two real terms are there, three imaginary terms are there. For Vs is equal to 81 131 plus J 16,942.5. And if you write this value in polar form, this will be 82,881 at an angle of 11.47 degrees volts. Yeah, this is how at last finally we got the sending end phase voltage. Then what is sending end line voltage? Vs line is equal to root 3 into Vs phase. Then let us we multiply this value with root 3. then how much it is? 1,43,550 volts, or you can also write 143.55 kilovolts. 143.55 kilovolts. Okay, this is the value of VSL, that is sending in line voltage. Now he asked to find the sending end current also. How you find sending end current? Is 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 equal to IS is equal to IL plus IC2. IS is equal to IL plus IC2. Okay, now let us substitute these values. IL is 262.4 minus J 182.5 plus IC2. So we need to find the value of IC2. Now let us find the value of IC2. What is IC2? IC2 is equal to J omega C by 2 into Vs. J omega C by 2 into Vs. Okay. Yes, IC2 is equal to. Now what is Vs? 81,131 plus J 16942.5. This is Vs into Y by 2. That is Y by 2 in the sense 45 into 10 power minus 5 by 2. S2 is not there. Yes, we need to take the 2 at the starting end or ending by 2. Okay, now if you multiply this, you may get the value minus 3.81 plus J 18.25. J 18.25. This is IC2. So now let us find IS. IS is equal to, yes, already we have written the expression, that is IL plus IC2. Yes, IL is 262.4 minus J 182.5 plus IC2 minus 3.81 plus J 18.25. J 18.25. Therefore, how much IS value? How much IS value? This is 258.6 minus J 164.25. And if I write this in polar form, this will be 306.4 at an angle of minus 32.4 degrees. Minus 32.4 degrees. So now our we have done our problem. That is, we found the sending end voltage and sending end current. Okay. So now let us solve one more problem. Let us solve one more problem. 100 kilometers long a 100 kilometers long 3-phase 50H transmission line transmission line has following line constants. Has following line constants. Let's write down one by one. Resistance per phase per kilometer. Resistance per phase per kilometer is 0.1 ohms. 0.1 ohms. Next, reactance per phase per kilometer. Reactance per phase per kilometer is 0.5 ohms. Susceptance per phase per kilometer. Susceptance, that is BC, per phase per kilometer is 10 into 10 power minus 6 Siemens or more. Yes. If the line supplies a load of 20 megawatts, at 0.9 power factor lagging, 0.9 power factor lagging, at 66 kilovolts, 66 kilovolts at the receiving end, comma, calculate by nominal pi method. First one, sending end power factor. Second one, regulation. Third one, transmission efficiency. Yes, here how you find the sending end power factor? That means first you need to find IS. Next you need to find VS. IS angle, let it be pi 1, and VS angle, let it be pi 2. So here pi 1 plus pi 2, this will be equal to pi s. Pi 1 plus pi 2, that is equal to pi s. So hence sending end power factor cos pi s is equal to cosine of pi 1 plus pi 2. Okay, so therefore if you find the value of pi 1 and pi 2, then you can find the sending end power factor. Sending end power factor. The sending end power factor may be approximately 0.905 lagging. 0.905 lagging. And voltage regulation is 15.27%. And transmission efficiency is around 94%. You know the formulas, we have the data, just to substitute that and obtain the results. Yes, obtain the results. Yes, write one more problem. Leave some space for that. This is single phase. A medium single phase transmission line. A medium single phase transmission line 100 kilometers long, 100 kilometers long, has the following constants. Has the following constants. Yes, written that resistance per kilometer per phase. Resistance per kilometer per phase is equal to 0.15. 0.15 ohms. Next, inductive reactance per kilometer per phase. Inductive reactance, that is line reactance, per kilometer per phase. This is 0.377 ohms. Next, capacitive reactance per kilometer per phase. This is 31.87 ohms. Yes, here you should remember that he has given the XC, not BC, not that is YC. So admittance or susceptance he did not given, he has given the XC value. So therefore you need to get the value of BC. BC is equal to 1 by XC. That is omega C is equal to 1 by XC. Omega C is equal to 1 by XC. So therefore just you do remember this. Assuming that the total capacitance of the line is equally localized at the sending end and receiving end. Then determine the first one, sending end current. Second one, line value of sending end voltage. And third one, regulation. Fourth one, sending end power factor. Yes, right on the next line. The line is delivering 72 megawatts at 0.8 power factor lagging. 72 megawatts at 0.8 power factor lagging. Let's solve this problem. Okay, just thank you for watching this. If you solve this problem, just send me your answer with the photos to my WhatsApp. Okay, answer, just you take the photo image of the answer Don't type answer alone, just you keep the procedure also in that image. Okay. Yes, thank you for watching up to here. I hope all of you are doing good. Stay home, stay safe. Thank you once again.